morning, everyone. Here is our disclaimer. As you know, if there's anything that you can't do, don't do it, or modify it so it's easier for you to do. As you know, participation is your choice, and you take the risks. So, there we go. So, thank you for joining me today. My name is Jennifer Lawson, and I am a certified group fitness instructor. I was instructing classes in retirement homes and assisted living and nursing homes until COVID. So now we're trying to work online. So today we're going to do just a little bit of yoga that is really easy to do, that you can do from your home, anywhere in your house, and in a small space. And you won't, working with these exercises are great for building muscle, toning the whole body, and also relieving stress, because yoga is like a full body meditation. So let me grab my chair here. And so I wanted to show a few techniques with a chair, because it is great to use a chair, especially if your balance isn't great, you haven't developed your balance yet. You can still do yoga just fine with a chair, and which is great, because you really should do yoga. Everybody should be doing yoga. So even if we can't stand, we can still do yoga while sitting. There are lots of great ways. So I'll get on with it here. So first of all, I always like to start off with our down dog. Everybody knows what it is. Everybody's seen it. But you can modify it so that you can do it without having to bend down to the floor. Because not everybody is able to go down to the floor. So use the back of your chair. A taller chair can be nicer. So the back of your chair's up here. That works great. But what you're trying for is using the chair as the floor. So you're just going to step back from the chair. Stick your tush out and get your head between your elbows. Trying to make a straight line from butt to chair, and a straight line from the butt to the floor. So basically you're making a square with the chair. Now hold the pose. Feel the stretch. Feel your muscles. You might want to engage your stomach muscles. Bring them towards your spine. And hold it while we breathe nice and slow. So to bring it back up, we're just going to walk back in, take our time, being nice to ourselves, and walk it back up. Bring ourselves back up. Now, this also works great. A dresser, a bathroom counter, the kitchen counter, they're all really great heights for doing this stretch. So you don't have to get down on the floor to get the huge benefits of extending your spine and stretching your legs. So, we've got our down dog. Now, since we have our chair, there's another great one that we can do. But some people need the chair for support, some people don't, so we have it just in case. What is a tree? And so we start off in our tree. Our feet are flat, our knees are soft, our body is in alignment, so our shoulders, hips, and knees, and ankles are basically in perpendicular straight line. Now we're going to just bring one leg up, so we can either bring it up like this and rest it on ourselves, which is not easy if you don't have good balance. The other option is bring that leg up to the chair and think of the chair as a just in case. So you're really not resting any weight on the chair. You're just resting your foot on there lightly, and all the weight is on this leg. So much like the tree doing this way, all the weight is on this leg. So with our chair, we can do a beautiful tree with great support, great balance, and get huge benefits from doing the tree. So we have our feet, and Get a little straight there. And then we're just going to bring our arms up. So again, we're only using the chair just in case. We're not putting any weight on it. Bringing those arms up the best that you can. So see, you have your support. If you feel yourself wobble, lean into the chair. That's why you have it. But we're trying to avoid that. We're trying to use our muscles to keep us upright. So, this is a great time to think about those core muscles. Bring that belly into the spine. It brings you up a little bit more, extends you more, makes you feel a little stronger. Now, you're a great tree, so we're going to extend it. Picture yourself growing up, reaching higher. We're stretching up. We're a big, strong tree, and we're holding it while we breathe, nice and slow. Good. So the longer you can hold it, the more muscle tone you get out of it. But we can relax it down. And always slow and gentle with yoga. Bringing it down. We can do the same with the other leg. Just the other leg up. Everything else. So we've got a great tree. We've got our down dog. Now another great one that we don't need a chair for at all is our warrior. We don't have to get down on the floor or anything with this one. So we start out with a warrior with our legs wide, our soft knees, again thinking about our balance right in the middle, right down below. So we have our balance right there. Now we're just going to turn one foot out, turn it out. I just need a little more room here. Turn that foot out. See, this leg is still pointing that way. We have our arms sticking out. So we're basically straight out, one foot forward, one foot pointing to the side. Now we're going to relax down into our warrior. So we're going to bend the knee, turn towards the hand, and watch your hands. Make sure your hand is over one leg, and the other hand is over the other leg. Bring the belly in. Now feel the tightness of all those muscles. The whole body is activated with this. Looking at the middle finger, holding it, and breathing. See, it's a great warrior pose. So simple, but so strong. The wider we can make our stance, the more we get out of it. But if you can't do a wide stance, this is perfect for a warrior as well. For beginners, it's a great place to start. You still are activating your muscles, bringing in your core, feeling your strength. That's what the warrior is for. Building strength and confidence. So good, we got a warrior. We'll bring it back to the middle. And of course, you can do the same thing with the other side. It's warm already from this yoga. So, now, we've got our warrior, our tree, our down dog. So, there is another one that can be difficult, that is very helpful with the chair. So, we'll go to the chair again here, and we like to do a lunge because it's good for the legs. It's very much like doing the squat for the legs, so it's really good for the legs. So, we'll use our chair as our support, but if we don't need it, we can work without it. I'll just show you first with the chair. So, of course, we're sitting in our chair, and we're just going to turn to the side. So one leg is resting, one cheek and leg is resting on the chair, and bring the other one down. If you have a short chair, it works great, but if you have long legs, it might not work so well. But as you can see, one leg and one cheek is resting on the chair, and the other leg is on the floor. So we have a supported lunge here. So now we can try an exalted warrior, which can be quite difficult for our balance if we're standing on our own 2 feet. So we'll just bring our hands up and arch it back as far as you can. Don't hurt yourself. Don't push yourself far. Just hold the stretch and look up. Don't forget your breath. Breathing nice and slow. And relax it down. So that's in the chair. The chair is doing most of the support. Now I'll show you without the chair, which an Exalted Warrior is another great one for feeling energized and strong. So, I'll move my chair a little more here. There we go. Now, our Exalted Warrior without the chair. So with the lunge, we want to step forward. We want those soft knees. And of course, if you could start wider, is better for balance, and farther out gives you a really good movement. So both feet are pointing forward. We have good balance right here in the middle because our feet are wide and far. We're making a square where we're touching both sides of the square. So we're holding that pose, bringing our stomach muscles in, feeling our back muscles tighten, bringing our shoulders and hips in alignment. Now we have our legs and our body. Now let's try the arms. So bring them together, pointing the fingers, and bring it up. And again, we're reaching up and back, holding the pose, and breathing nice and slow. Sit down. Step it back. There. So 4 basic poses that are really easy to do. You can use your chair if you need it. It's great to use a chair if you need it because not everyone has great balance. That's what we're trying to improve. We don't want to hurt ourselves and not ever do it again. We need to do this as often as possible and safely as possible. So there's one more, and I know it seems silly, but it's huge for our posture. So I'll stand like this so you can see it. It's called a mountain pose. And really all you're doing is your feet are just about shoulder width apart, soft knees, your hands are down to your sides, rolling your shoulders back to bring that chest out. And now we have our alignment. So our shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles, basically a straight line. Now, bringing our shoulders up, making ourselves taller, and hold it for a breath. Holding the good posture that we're supposed to have helps to stretch the muscles back where they're supposed to be so that we can have better posture overall. One thing that we do to ourselves all the time is we hunch. And the mountain pose is a great way to correct that hunching. And you just have to hold it for as long as you can. Some yogis will hold it for 30 minutes. I can make about a minute, so that's good. We're just holding the muscles, feeling everything engaged. Everything is tight, especially this core. And we're breathing. Good. So nice, strong mountain. You see how all the muscles get strong. Just holding yourself tightly in that pose as long as you can. But you notice the more that you do it, the longer you can stay in the pose. And the longer you can stay in the pose, the more benefit you get from it. So yoga is simple and easy. Don't let anybody tell you yoga is hard. Yoga's too hard for me to do. It's not true. Everybody should be doing some yoga every day just because of what it does for the mind and the body. So thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to check us out on October 26th, 9 a.m. We'll do a full hour class just for 99 cents a person. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you. Have a great day.